Hi folks, welcome to my YouTube channel Learn English Grammar Effectively. I run online IELTS and spoken English classes. Interested people can contact me through email. My email address is given in the description box. We have already completed the series of tenses as well as WH words. And today we are going to learn new series, and that is the series of verbs. I have divided the series of verbs in three parts. Part 1, Part 2 and Part 3. In all three parts, you will come across forms of verbs and kinds of verbs. Verb plays a crucial role in any sentence, and that is why it is known as the soul of language. With the help of verb, we can come to know about the tense. I have designed this course keeping all the levels of students as well as all the exams, including competitive exams, IELTS, TOEFL, SET, GRE and spoken English in mind. So it is going to be very helpful to all of you. So do watch, like, share, subscribe and press the bell icon. Let's begin. Let's begin with verbs and forms of verbs. Verb is a word or a combination of words that indicate action. Verbs are words such as talk, walk, eat, sleep and so on. Every verb has three forms: present, past, past participle, and they are known as V1, V2, V3. Present, that is V1 form, past, that is V2 form, and past participle, that is V3 form. These three forms are used according to the tense being used in a sentence. For example, give, gave, given. It means give, that is base form, V1 form. Gave, V2 form, that is past tense. Given, V3 form, that is past participle. Same way, take, took, taken, see, saw, see, and etc. Verb is used according to the tense of the sentence. Verb is an essential part of a sentence. A sentence cannot be formed without a verb. That is why verb is known as the soul of language. For example, present tense. You write articles for magazines. Second, past tense. You wrote articles for magazines. Here, wrote, that is V2 form because this is past tense. And write, that is V1 form, that is related to present tense. The past participle is used for passive voice and perfect tense. Third, that is perfect tense. You have written articles for magazines. So this is perfect tense, present perfect tense. In present perfect tense, we have to use has or have according to the subject. Here you is given, that is why I have mentioned have. And then V3 form of the main verb. So main verb is write. So V3 form, that is written, is given. If you want to know about all these tense, you have to go to my other videos in the series of tenses. Passive voice. In passive voice also, we use past participle. For example, articles for magazines were written by you. So, were written, this is passive voice. Let's see verb and its kinds. So, it is divided into two parts. That is first, that is finite verb, and another, that is non-finite verb. Under the category of finite verb, you will see two more verb forms. First, that is linking verb, and another, that is auxiliary verb. Whereas in non-finite verb, you will have here Three parts: infinitive, gerund and participle. First of all, we will see finite verbs. Finite verbs are those verbs that have a definite relation with the subject or a noun and show the tense. It means when you use finite verb, it shows tense. For example, first, I go. Go, it shows tense, simple present tense. She goes, that is finite verb because it shows tense and it has a definite relation with the subject, that is she. He went shows past tense, simple past, that is why this is finite verb. Next, I love parade. So love, that is finite verb because it shows tense. This is simple present tense. Let's see more examples. He is working with dedication. You can see the picture, the man is working with dedication. So here he, that is the subject, and is, that is finite verb because this shows present tense. Second, Sarah sang melodious song. So here Sarah, that is subject, and sang, that is finite verb because it shows tense, that is simple past tense. Let's see more examples. Namrata types letters. So type, simple present tense. That is why this is finite verb. We swam in the river for 1 hour. The shop opens sharply at 8 a.m. So opens, that is finite verb because it shows tense and it has definite relation with the subject, that is shop. She offers me a cup of coffee. So offers, that is related to particular tense and that is simple present tense. That is why offers, that is finite verb. He loves scuba diving. So loves, that is related to simple present tense. That is why this is finite verb because it has definite relation with the subject, he. Angel brushes her teeth twice a day. This is related to simple present tense. That is why brush, that is finite verb. Let's see exercise related to finite verbs. Okay, I have given you here 5 exercises. So here you have to add appropriate finite verb. In bracket it is given. So you have to put appropriate verb form. Let's check. First, Krunal is angry now. Here be form is given. Be means to be form. If it is related to present tense, then you have to use is, am or are according to the subject. Here now is given, so it is related to simple present tense, and that is why according to Krunal, that is third person singular, that is given. That is why you have to put here is. If you want to know more about tenses, then you have to refer my series of tenses. Next, that is Rosie painted her room yesterday. So in bracket paint is given and yesterday is mentioned. So I have already told you when this kind of adverbs you will find in any sentence, it shows simple past tense. That is why here painted, that is given V2 form. Third one, the fruits are ripe. Here also B form is given, so is, am or are. So here are, because the subject is in plural, fruits. She suffers much from a headache frequently. So frequently related to present tense. That is why in bracket suffer is given and here suffers, that is mentioned. Why? Because she, that is related to third person singular. That is why S is given, suffers. Last one, the dinner was delicious last night. So B form is given to B form. So if present form is there, then you have to use is, am or are. Then here it is last night is given. So that is related to past tense. That is why was is mentioned. The dinner was delicious last night. Let's move to another verb form. That is linking verbs. A linking verb links a subject to a subject complement that identifies or describes the subject. For example, the soup tasted good. Here, the soup, that is the subject, tasted, that is linking verb. Why? Because here this linking verb tested links the subject to a subject complement. Good, that is subject complement. Same way, her name is Juhi. So her name, that is subject, is, that is linking verb, because it connects or links the subject to a subject complement. Juhi, that is subject complement. The perfume smells so attractive. See the picture. The perfume smells so attractive. Here smells, that is linking verb, because this links the subject to a subject complement and that describes the subject, that is perfume. He looks happy. So looks, that is linking verb. She is my cousin. So is, that is linking verb, because this links, this connects the subject to a subject complement. This describes the subject. The players look tired and dirty. See the picture. They look tired and dirty. That is why look, that is linking verb, because this links the subject to a subject complement that describe this subject players. That is why. Let's do exercise. Okay, here you have to do fill in the blanks with proper linking verbs given in the bracket. So in bracket it is given and you have to put appropriate linking verb. Now do it now. Let's check. First, Krushi is excited about her result. B is given. That is why here is mentioned, because cruci, that is third person singular. Next, the eggs smell rotten. In bracket, smell is given. So here linking verb is smell. Why? Because this is plural form. This is third person plural, eggs. That is why here smell is given. Renu felt sleepy after eating the whole pizza. So in bracket, feel is given. So here felt. Building the house was difficult for them. Be form, to be form, is, am, are or was, were. So here was is mentioned because this is third person singular. Riya is fond of spicy food. So in bracket, be form is given. So you have to add is, am, or are or was, were, because here it is related to present tense. That is why is mentioned. Riya is fond of spicy food. They shall be happy forever after. Shall and be is given. So shall be is written here. They shall be happy forever after. Now you have to check all these answers. I hope you all have checked. Let's move to another verb form. Now we will see auxiliary verbs. Auxiliary verbs do not indicate actions or any tense. These are the words that help to indicate tense and voice in a sentence. These are used to help the main verb. Means they are helping verbs. They don't show action. Auxiliary verbs are used according to the tense of the sentence and the singularity or plurality of the nouns. First, be form. Am, is, are, was, were, be, being, being. All these come under the category of auxiliary verbs. Second, do form. Do, does, did. Third, have form. Have, has, had. If past perfect is mentioned, then had. Present perfect, singular form, singular subject is there, then has. Plural is there, then have. All these three forms are explained in detail in the series of tenses. Fourth, that is modal auxiliary. First of all, we will see be form. Am, is, are, was, were, be, being, been. First, he is working. So, is, that is to be form. That is auxiliary verb. Second, that is I was writing. Was, be form. Third, the gate was open. Was, to be formed. You are my best friend. Are, to be formed. Next, how was the window broken? So was, that is to be formed. Let's see have. Has, have, had. He has were. So has, that is have form. She has been working. Has, have form. I have to be there by 5 o'clock. Have form. He had to move the furniture himself. Have form. They don't have to go. So have form. Did he have to go? Have form. So all these are auxiliary verbs. Let's see do form. Do, does, did. Did we use in simple past. Does and do we use in simple present. He doesn't work. Does. Do form. Does he work? Does. Do form. She sings well. Yes, she does. Does. Do form. That is auxiliary verb. Do you know him? Yes, I do. Do form. Do come. It's going to be fun. Do form. I didn't watch TV yesterday. Didn't. So did. Do form. So all these are auxiliary verbs. Modal verbs are used to express possibility, obligation, advice, permission, ability and so on. So we will see one by one each modal auxiliary. First of all we will see can. I can speak English. So here can is used to show ability. I am able to speak English. So if you want to show ability, so you can use can. Second, can I borrow your pen please? So here asking for permission. So if you want to ask permission for anything, you have to use can. Can you help me? So it's a request. So in request form can is used. Can I carry your bags for you? So here he offers to help someone. So here can is used. So in these 4 usages you can use can. Next is could. It is more polite way than can. So most of the people use could in their speech and most probably in written form. First, I could play the piano when I was younger. So here ability in past. So could, that is the past form of can. So here could. So here to show the ability in past you have to use this could. Could I use your mobile please? So here also asking for permission. This is polite way. So here you can use could. Could you pass me the salt please? So in request form could is mentioned. If you use can instead of could, no one will give you wrong. But if you use could, it will show more politely. We could go to watch the movie if you like. So here suggestion is mentioned. So if you want to suggest anything, then also you can use this could. Let's move to next. That is may. First, may I come in sir? So asking for permission, you need to use may. Second, may I go home now? For permission it is used. it may rain. So it shows possibility. So in the form of possibility you can use may. He may get good marks. Possibility is there. That is why may is used. May God bless you. Wish. To wish somebody you can use may. May his soul rest in peace. So for wish you can use may here. We eat that we may live. So for purpose you need to use may. We eat. Why? So that we may live. So purpose is there. That is why here may is used. So these are different usages of may. Next is might. Might shows less possibility than may. First, it might rain. Possibility is there, but less. That is why might is given. Second, if you hurry, you might get there on time. So, might is used, less possibility. He said that he might stand for election. Might. Possibility is there, but less. Next, must or have to. So when you have to use, if necessity is there or obligation is there, then you have to use must or have to. First, you must wear a seat belt when you drive. So here obligation, it is your duty, it is your responsibility. That is why here must is given. Compulsory. So you must wear a seat belt when you drive. That is why must is given. Second, you must wear a mask when you go outside. It must be cold outside. Plants must have light and water to grow. In the absence of anyone, plants cannot grow. Plants must have light and water both to grow. That is why must is written. Now let's move to have to. It has special usage. When you are not giving your personal opinion, you need to use have to and not must. So here you have to be very clear. When you don't want to give your personal opinion, then you need to use have to. Let's try to understand with the help of example. First, Joy won't be at work this afternoon. He has to go to the doctor. So has to is used here, right? It is a fact. This is not opinion, my personal opinion. That is why has to is used here. Whereas in second example, Joy isn't well. He doesn't want to go to the doctor. But I told him he must go. So this is my personal opinion. That is why must is used. Next is shall. First, shall I get pizza for dinner tonight? So it's a suggestion. So in the form of suggestion you need to use shall. Second, that bag looks heavy. Shall I carry it for you? So you are offering for help to someone. Third, what shall I do with your email when it arrives? So asking form it is given. So here shall is used. You shall be the first person to know. So it's a promise. That is why shall is used. I shall meet you there at 7 p.m. So it is confirmation. That is why shall is given. You shall obey my orders. So it's a command. That is why shall is used. So all these are very important usages of shall. Next, the officer shall be punished. So it's a threat. He shall go with you. So it's a determination. It's a decision. He shall go with you. That is why shall is used. I hope you understood all these usages. Next, that is should. It means ought to. You can use ought to instead of should also. First, your hair is too long. You should get a haircut. So here it is given in advice form. So there you need to use should. Mary should be at home now. Give her a call. You should have given your boss the report yesterday when he asked for it. So it's advice form. So if you want to give advice to somebody, then you need to use should. Children should obey their parents. So see the difference. Should and must. Must means it is obligatory. You have to do that. But here should. So it is not compulsory. Children should obey their parents. Whether they obey or not, that depends upon the children. Next is will. I will help you. It's a promise. So you can use will. See the picture. Second, I will beat you. It's a threat. So you can use here will. You will not escape. I will fight for my rights. It's a determination. It's a decision. So in that form you need to use will. I will call on her today. It's an intention. So if you want to use to show your intention, you can use will. Next is would. I would love to visit New York. So it is my desire. So when you want to show your desire, you need to use would and not will. What would you like to drink? Tea or coffee? So offer. Right? So here offer is given. So in that sense you need to use would. She said she would carry my books. So this is making arrangement. Would you lend me your bike please? So it's a request form. There you have to use would. Let's see the comparison between should and ought to. One is informal and another is formal. Let's see. Should. It is the past form of shall. Whereas here ought to. It is always used with the preposition to. Ought to. You cannot write only ought. Under the heading of should, it is less formal, whereas this ought to, that is more formal to use. Should, it is used to give advice, whereas ought to is used to give suggestions according to society. For example, you should follow traffic rules. So advice. He should go to the doctor. Advice. Whereas here, you ought to respect the traffic rules. We ought to eat lots of fruits and vegetables every day. So all these are suggestions. Should can be replaced by ought to without changing its meaning. So you can use both. Should instead of ought to and ought to instead of should. Let me check whether you understood or not. So we will do exercise. Fill in the blanks with suitable modal auxiliaries. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh and eighth. So you have to fill and we will discuss answers. I hope all of you have completed. Let's discuss answers. First, as you are ill, you must take rest. So here compulsory you have to take rest. That is why must you have to write. Second, you should not get up late. Should not get up late. Third, what would you like to have? Tea or coffee? Choice. So, would. I can swim across the river. So, I have the ability to swim. That is why can is mentioned. May I borrow your umbrella? So, here request form. That is why may. Asking form and request. I could swim across the river when I was young. When I was young. Past tense form. That is why not can but could. Ability in past. It might rain tomorrow. So less possibility is there. That is why might. Shall we start? Asking for permission. So shall. We ought to help him. Now let's move to perfect forms of modals. First, try to understand. I think they might have missed the train. If you find this kind of sentence or blanks in your exam, so how to fill in bracket? You will get might plus miss. So here perfect forms you have to use. Here might have missed. That is given. This is active voice. Second, why did you tell me later? You should have told me at once. So here should tell, should have told me, should have told. He could have helped me if he had wished. So could plus help is given in the bracket. So here you have to use perfect form. Could have helped. Active voice. Fourth one. The patient would have died if he had not been admitted to hospital soon. In bracket, would plus die, that is given. So would have died. Perfect forms. I think the show must have started before you reach the theater. So first action is already, it has been completed, and then next action starts. So must and start. If it is given, then you need to use perfect form, that is must have started. Let's do related exercise. Fill in the blanks with appropriate forms of models given in the brackets. Okay, first, you blank my permission before going out, but you fail to do so. Should plus take, that is given. Okay, so here you have to use perfect forms of verbs. Now start doing and then we will check answers. Hope you have completed. Let's check answers. First, you should have taken, in bracket should take is given, and this is active voice, that is why should have taken. Second, the fire could have caused a lot of damage if the fireman had not arrived on time. In bracket could plus cause is given. So here active voice is there because after blank you get this object, a lot of damage. That is why this is active voice, and in active voice you have to use this perfect form, could have caused. What would have happened if they had not made a compromise? Would plus happen. So would have happened. The principal is not in his office, so he must be on round. Must be. So same thing should be there. Last one. I think Pearl must have failed in the examination as she looks sad. Must plus fail. So must have failed. Here we end our part 1 from the series of verbs. Hope you understood well. We will meet soon in my part 2. Thank you so much.